Today I want to talk about a movie, an inspirational movie that I watched yesterday, which is named The Pursuit of Happiness. The Pursuit of Happiness, with an Y in happiness instead of an I. So it was a real story about the life of Chris Garner, an African American businessman, a stockbroker, motivational speaker, and an author. So the reason that happiness was spelled as Y instead of I in the name of that is that Chris sent his son to a family daycare service, which was run by a Chinese American. It was kind of low income area in the city, and the place where immigrants live, and they misspelled the word happiness unintentionally. They didn't even realize it. So during the early of 1980s, Chris at that time was a salesman who struggled to sell his portable bone density scanner. So it's a kind of medical device that can assist doctors in the process of diagnosis of osteoporosis, bệnh loãng xương in Vietnamese. So Chris and his wife struggled to pay the rent on time, and they usually pay the child care late, and at the end his wife couldn't stand anymore. She couldn't stand the situation anymore, and she decided to leave to New York in hope of searching for a new job in a relative's restaurant. So Chris at that time convinced his wife to leave his son with him, and he was really bold with that. So Chris and his son lived together in the house. At the same time, one day Chris passed a famous brokerage firm which was named Dean Witter. So he see a successful man getting out of a luxury car, looking very happy. He asked him two questions. The first one is that what do you do, and the second one is how do you do it. He was told that the man was a broker, and this kind of job didn't require a university or college degree or qualification. And all you need is good at math and good with people. So Chris taught himself that he's pretty good at math, and he's pretty good with numbers, and he's great with people. So he tried to apply for an intern position. So the position was really competitive. They need like 20 interns, but as Chris didn't own a university degree, he tried to approach the head of human resource department in order to convince him to give him that internship position. So the way he did was that he stand in front of the building and try to wait for Jay Whistle, the head of human resource department, to got the opportunity to talk to him, and finally he can get on a taxi with Jay Whistle. But during the time while Chris was trying to convince Jay that he was great, he was appropriate for the position, Jay didn't listen at all because he was busy doing his puzzle rubric. So this one it was really famous during that time, and it was really, really difficult. So it took a professor 30 minutes just to complete it, and lots of people struggle to do it, including Jay. Chris actually can do it pretty quickly at home, so he offered to have Jay to finish the puzzle. And in Jay's surprise, Chris just finished it within a really quick period of time. So Chris was offered the internship position. Unfortunately, he found out that he would have no pay for that position. So after thinking it, he accepted the offer. There was like a 20 candidates, and at the end of the program, they would hire one of them in the pool of 20. The rest of them couldn't have any opportunity even to apply for further training. So during that time, Chris and his son was kicked out of the motel. Some days they have to sleep in a public restroom in a train station. And some days they have to find a place in homeless shelters, which require them to show up on time and queue in line. So despite of all difficulties, Chris managed to finish his work within 6 hours compared to other candidates did it within 9 hours. So the way he did it was that he didn't drink, so it will save him time going to toilet, and he didn't hang up the phone after each phone call, so that it will save him another 8 minutes. He managed to leave early and showed up early every day. At the end of the program, he worked really hard, and he can get like 31 customers, which was great. He finished the test really quick, and he finally was offered the position in Dean Witter, which was amazing for him. After that, he built a multi-million-dollar brokerage firm, and live a happy life with his son. It was really inspirational movie, which I recommend you to watch it at least once. And in the next video, I will talk about what I like about the movies and the key messages that I take away from it. Thanks for watching this really long video. Have a nice day.